They call it the Ship. This is the football stadium on the campus of Matanzas High School in Palm Coast, Florida, where tonight, after all the waiting and all the uncertainty, the Atlantic High School Sharks will finally take to the football field for the first time in 2020, as they have traveled just under an hour to the north to take on the Matanzas High School Pirates. Tonight will be a battle of two teams searching for new identities under new head coaches, with both programs searching for a statement win that will kickstart their 2020 campaigns. Hello and a very warm welcome to the inaugural broadcast of Atlantic Sharks Athletics on MJT Sports Productions. My name is Michael Torello, and it is a pleasure to introduce myself to you as the new voice of Atlantic High School Athletics. A major thank you to Atlantic Athletic Director Tron Griffin and Principal Stephen Hinson for helping me get this program on the air tonight, and we hope to continue to bring you coverage of Atlantic Sharks Athletics teams throughout the seasons. Now, without further ado, let's talk football. The Atlantic Sharks are coming off of what is arguably the best football season in program history. They went 8-4 and made the playoffs for the first time in 7 years in 2019, won a game in the postseason for the first time since 1996, and were the Volusia Flagler Prep's 2019 Team of the Year. However, on the back of such success comes growing pains. Former head coach DJ Mayo and his staff are gone, along with first-team All-Area quarterback Aaron Manning and a host of other starters. Stepping in to fill the void is new head coach Chris Brown, formerly an assistant at Edward Waters College. Brown took the reins on August 13th and has had very little time to work in the new-look Atlantic squad. Our hosts tonight are the Matanzas Pirates. They sail into the 2020 season, also hoping that a change of leadership will help them chart a course towards calmer waters. After back-to-back 3 and 7 campaigns, Don Matthews and the run-heavy flexbone option offense are gone, and in his place is former Division III college quarterback Matt Forrest and his pass-first, up-tempo, air raid attack. Matanzas played their opening game of the season last week, falling 38-0 at the hands of cross-county rival Flagler Palm Coast in the annual Potato Bowl. So the Pirates will be hungry for a bounce-back game against Atlantic tonight in their home opener. But what is football as the Matanzas Pirates in front of us on the field here at the Ship? They are preparing to take the field. That's the commotion you may hear behind me. What is a football game without players on the field? It's time for the first installment of Who to Listen For. Here are some of the names you'll be hearing over and over again in tonight's contest. For the Atlantic High School Sharks, their leader on defense is linebacker Michael Sklar. The 6'3", 225-pound senior had 75 tackles, 16 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, and an interception a season ago. On the offensive side of the ball, Mason Tandy will be the wide receiver to watch for the Sharks. The 5'9", 145-pound senior has hands that any school in the district would be proud of. And leading the way is quarterback Johns Killingsworth. The 6', 157-pound run-pass option sophomore will be tasked to lead the team this season. And for the Matanzas Pirates, their main wideout star is Noah Cundiff. Last season, he had 13 receptions, but totaled 30 yards per catch, 6 touchdowns as a sophomore. He is now a junior. Running back Aaron Robertson is also one to watch. The 5'6" junior had 720 yards and 8 touchdowns on the ground last season for St. Joseph's Academy in Jacksonville. And captaining the Ship for the Pirates is quarterback Ethan DiTilio, now a senior. He was 10 for 25 with 69 yards and an interception last week against FPC. And those are your key players to watch in today's game. Now let's have a look at tonight's keys to the contest. For Atlantic, established the running game to set up the pass. Matanzas gave up a lot of big plays to FPC last week, both on the ground and in the air. And on defense, prevent the big play. Matanzas will throw early and often, and one defensive player caught sleeping could mean a big play for the Pirates. For Matanzas, they will want to establish an early offensive rhythm as they had trouble putting extended drives together last week. And they need to be ready for anything. This is Atlantic's first game under a new coach. There's no film to watch, no data to sort through, so each defender will have their head on a swivel and be sound in coverage. Avoid silly mistakes and penalties. This is for both teams. Last week, we saw the effects of a shortened preseason all across the games in Volusia County, as there was a constant stream of yellow flags. Both teams will need to stay disciplined and keep a cool head to avoid costly penalties. And lastly, for both teams, take care of the football. Make sure to end each drive with a kick, be that a punt, field goal, or extra point. And now we are just about ready to go. The Sharks are lined up as the Pirates race onto the field behind me. And the band plays down below. Here is what the teams are wearing tonight for the hometown Matanzas Pirates. They are wearing dark blue helmets, gray jerseys, dark blue pants with white numerals and white trim down the side. For the Atlantic Sharks, silver helmets, white jerseys, silver pants, silver numbers with teal and black trim. So we are just about set to go. Atlantic won the toss and chose to defer. They will be kicking from your left to your right across your radio dial tonight. As we are just about, as I said, we're just about ready to go. Back deep to receive for Matanzas. He stands at his own goal line. Is number 3, Aaron Robinson. He is a wide receiver for the Pirates. Ball on the tee at the 40-yard line. Atlantic kicking from left to right as we sit right here at midfield. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the inaugural broadcast of Atlantic High School Athletics. It's kickoff time. The ball is in the air. It's a low rolling kick. Squib kick down to the 40-yard line gathered by Matanzas. They will start at the 37-yard line. Well, that opening kickoff only took 3 seconds off the clock. 11:57 to go. Out trots Ethan DeTilio, and the offense for the Matanzas Pirates. They set up at the 37-yard line, working right to left in black and blue. DeTilio in the gun. 4 wide receivers to aim at, 2 to each side. 4 down linemen for Atlantic. Looking over to the sideline to get the play is DeTilio. Now he sets in the shotgun. Here's pressure. Blitz coming. DeTilio hands the ball off right up the middle, and Robinson will go for a gain of no yards back to the middle, 2nd down and 10. A decision to run the ball on the first play from scrimmage for the pass-happy Matanzas offense. They actually lost 2 yards on the play, 2nd down and 12. The rush of Matanzas got back there to stop him. And the whistles for the first time tonight from our refereeing crew. Albert Tino is our referee. Barry Brailsford, Mark Ramirez, Corey Freeman, Thomas Martin, and A.J. Jennings are also on the officiating crew. And it looks like we have a downed Atlantic lineman, and that's the reason for the stoppage. And now the Pirates are heading to the sideline as the player is helped off the field. I'll try to see who that is. It is for the Atlantic Sharks, Jeremy Lindsay, the 185-pound junior defensive lineman, off the field on the 2nd play from scrimmage with an injury. When we do continue, it will be 2nd down and 12 from the Matanzas 35-yard line. DeTilio in the gun. Robertson offload, takes a high snap, rolls to his left. He's under pressure. He's going to be sacked. He's going to be sacked back at the 30-yard line. It's a loss of 5 on the play as the Sharks got back there. Javon Jackson got back there and knocked him down. 10:50 to go here in the opening quarter. Clock running, no score between the Sharks and the Pirates. Third and a long 20 from the 30. Slings it out there to the far side. It's caught near the original line of scrimmage and getting up to the 39-yard line. And it will be fourth down. That catch was made by Ben Schaefer. And so 3 and out for the Pirates on their opening drive of the game. The Pirates punter and kicker is Steven Yasina. He punted 5 times with an average of 38 yards last week against FPC. He stands at his own 25-yard line. The line of scrimmage is the 39. It'll be fourth down and 10 for the Pirates. Back deep to receive is senior Michael Sklar for Atlantic. Kick is away from just inside the 30-yard line. It's a high spiral. It's going to bounce once, bounce twice, and Sklari muffed it. It's a smash scramble at the Atlantic 20-yard line. Atlantic say they have it. We await the referee's decision on the play. There is a mad scramble. Atlantic says they have it. They do not. Matanzas has the football as Sklar coughed it up at the 21-yard line. Oh, excuse me, we have got it wrong. Atlantic football. It is Atlantic football. So now on the field is sophomore quarterback John Killingsworth and the rest of the Atlantic offense. Killingsworth has the running back Alex Smith to his left. He stands in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers to aim at. He takes the snap. He throws it short to the left, and his play is blown up immediately, and they're going to lose yardage. They tried to set up the bubble screen to Mason Tandy. He'll be the main wide receiving threat for the Sharks tonight. But unfortunately, that play was blown up. They're going to say no gain on the play. They're going to give him forward progress back to the 19-yard line. So it was a loss of 3, excuse me. Again, 4 wide receivers. One goes in motion. Handoff up the middle, run left. That's a fullback dive handoff to Dennis Gaines. And Gaines gets up to the 27-yard line and out of bounds. That'll be a gain of about 7, and it'll be second down and 4. From the 29-yard line, Atlantic moving left to right, silver helmets, white jerseys, silver numerals with black and teal trim. They have the ball on their own 29-yard line. Third down at about 6. Tandy in motion again. They'll motion everybody. 3 receivers in motion as they flop sides of the field. Killingsworth in the gun. Now he steps up to under center. One receiver sped way far to the left-hand side. The other's bunched up on the near side right. Man in motion. It'll be a jet sweep. And around to the, he gets to the 30-yard line. He's going to be close to a first down. He's going to be a yard short at the 31, needed the 32. Jamerson, the wide receiver, was on the jet sweep. And it will be fourth down and back-to-back punts. Back to receive the kick is All-Star Cundiff. That's Noah Cundiff, the wide receiver. He will get most of the looks at wideout. He is back deep. He stands at the 35-yard line of Matanzas. It's a high snap, kick on the way. It's great end over end, caught by Cundiff at the 30. He's up to the 35, up to the 40. He breaks the tackle 45, got midfield, and he's finally going to be dragged down at the Matanzas 49-yard line after a nice return. .7:24 to go. And Matanzas will start at their own 49-yard line. DiTilio back on at quarterback. The running back is Aaron Robinson. He stands right in front of DeTilio, who's in the gun. Two receivers to each side, short side left. One receiver comes in motion. That's DeQuan Evans. DeTilio rolling to his right, hits Evans at the 45, at the 40, at the 35, and he's down right there. First down, Matanzas. And a nice fake the jet sweep to DeQuan Evans, and then he caught a slant pattern over the middle all the way up to the 35-yard line. First down, Matanzas. As we mentioned off the top, Matanzas looking for rhythm on their offense. DeTilio, quick bubble screen. It's almost intercepted. And if it is caught, it's going to be a loss of one as they set up a bubble screen to the far sideline. As Cundiff made that catch. Loss of one, second down and 11 at the 36-yard line of Atlantic. Matanzas going right to left in gray and blue. Atlantic defending the left end zone. 6:44 to go, first quarter. And their flags fly for the first time tonight. And we'll see which way they stood. It was motion on the offensive line. And they will back up Atlantic. It'll be offsides. So now it will be second down and 6. After the loss of one on first down and then the penalty. DeTilio in the gun, man in motion is Cundiff to the right to the left. DeTilio rolls left, throws it short to Cundiff. Cundiff at the 25, 20. He hurdles a man and gets down right at the 20-yard line. Bert Plummer, the defensive back, made the stop at the 20. It'll be another first down, Matanzas, as they have got the offense working here early. And we're going to take a water break timeout, our first one of the night. You're listening to Atlantic Sharks football on the MJT Sports Production Network. Welcome back to the ship on the campus of Matanzas High School. It's the Matanzas Pirates and your Atlantic Sharks. 6:27 to go, first quarter, no score. Matanzas has a 1st and 10 at the Shark 20-yard line. DeTilio in the gun. 4 receivers to aim at, but he's going to fake the handoff, throw it to the far side, and almost slipping a tackle was Cole Hash, the wide receiver. He does fall forward for about 4 yards. Tackle was made by Dennis Gaines for Atlantic. Now second down and 8. High snap. DeTilio has to get rid of it. He does. He floats it toward the end zone, and a man out there, and it's incomplete. It was over the hands of Ben Schaefer, who was wide open in the corner of the end zone. But DeTilio was rushed on the play. There is an Atlantic player down well behind the line of scrimmage on the Matanzas side. And that appears to be the senior Michael Sklar, who was on the linebacker blitz. And so both teams will head to the sidelines again as Sklar gets paid attention to. As the official healthcare champion of Volusia County Schools, Advent Health is committed to providing championship caliber care with 4 hospitals, 4 urgent care centers, and 6 sports med and rehab locations across Volusia County. Advent Health is here to keep your student athlete off the sidelines and get them back in the game. Visit adventhealth.com to learn more. So let's calm it down a little bit and set the scene again. It's 5:49 to go, first quarter. It will be third down at about 8 for Matanzas when we come back to play. As Michael Sklar is helped off the field, he is gingerly favoring that left leg. And we hope Michael will be okay. He's a key piece of the Sharks' defense at linebacker. He's a senior. His 75 tackles last year led the Sharks from the linebacker spot. And now we are just about get set back to go. Once again, 5:49 to go first quarter. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for Matanzas from the Atlantic 27-yard line. DeTilio in the shotgun formation. 4 wide receivers to him at high snap again for DeTilio. He's going to throw it over the middle, and it's got a receiver at the goal line again. Again, it was Ben Schaefer, and he overthrew him for the second play in a row. A little bit of deja vu here at the Ship. Back-to-back plays had Schaefer wide open in the end zone, and DeTilio overthrew him twice. And now it will be 4th down, and on comes kicker Steven Usina to try and score the first points of the season for the Matanzas Pirates. Remember, they were shut out last week 38-0. Against rival Flagler Palm Coast. This will be a 35-yard attempt. Ball spot in the middle, snap down, hold good, kick away, and it is good. So the first points of the season for Matanzas come from the feet of Steven Usina. And with 5 minutes, 14 seconds left to go first quarter, it's Pirates 3, Sharks nothing. You're listening to Atlantic Sharks football on MJT Sports Productions. Welcome back to the Ship on the campus of Matanzas High School. Pirates have a 3-0 lead over the Atlantic Sharks, courtesy of a 35-yard field goal by Steven Usina. First points of the season. Usina will be back now to kick off at the 40-yard line. With Sklar out, someone new is returning kicks for Atlantic. I can't quite see who that is. But they stand at the 10. Whistle blows, and we are back underway. It's a line drive kick. Flags fly. It looks like the kick will have to be retaken as somebody was offsides on the play from the Matanzas side. So we'll back that one up 5 yards and kick it again. If you want to get your business on the air in front of the Atlantic fans, if you want to advertise via MJT Sports Productions, our official play-by-play internet radio partner, as a sponsor of Atlantic Athletics, please email Atlantic High School Athletic Director Tron Griffin at tdgriffi@volusia.k.12.fl.us. So now we are set to go again. We're going to re-kick Usina. Ball on the tee at the Matanzas 40-yard line. Back deep to receive is Mason Tandy for Atlantic. He stands at his own 5. Kick is on the way. It's a long line drive kick. That's unreturnable. It's way out of the back of the end zone. That almost went through the uprights. So it'll be a touchback called, and Atlantic will start at their own 25-yard line. And now Atlantic, in their first game of the season, will try and get the offense moving, now down 3-0, as we haven't seen any running from John Kingsworth yet. So here we go. Sharks with the ball from their own 20-yard line going left to right. 5:14 to go. First quarter down 3-0 to the Matanzas Pirates. Back there is quarterback John Killingsworth, excuse me. His running back is Alex Smith. He's going to give it to him. And going nowhere on that play. In fact, he's going to use 2 yards. The linebacking core of Matanzas got in there. And Atlantic will huddle up, try and figure out what to do next. Loss of 2 on the play, 2nd down and 12. 4:48 to go first quarter. Killingsworth in the shotgun. He takes the snap, he hands it off to the left, and it's going to be tripped up, and going backwards is the running back. On the carry was Richard Ballard, so a new running back in the game doesn't do much for the Sharks as they go backwards on 2 consecutive plays, and it will be 3rd and a country mile. It'll be 3rd down and 20 now. And exactly 3rd down and 17 as the ball is spotted at the 12. They need to get to the 30, and Atlantic will take a timeout. We'll take one, too. When we come back, Sharks will face a 3rd and very long. You're listening to Atlantic Sharks football on MJT Sports Productions. Welcome back to the ship on the campus of Matanzas High School. It's 3rd down and very long for the Atlantic Sharks. The ball rests at their own 12-yard line. They got to get it to the 30 for a first down. 4 minutes, 8 seconds to go first quarter. They trail the Matanzas Pirates 3-0. Under center goes the quarterback, Killingsworth. He drops the snap, and he has to just dive on the football for no gain, so it will be a 3-and-out as they lose 7 yards on 3 plays, and will have to punt it again. An inauspicious start to the season for the Atlantic offense under new head coach Chris Brown. Noah Cundiff is back deep to receive. Punting is can't quite see who the punter is for Atlantic. He's got his jersey pulled up all the way to his shoulder pad, so the number is not visible. Cundiff stands at the 45-yard line of Matanzas, and the punter for Atlantic stands all the way at his own goal line. As a false start by Atlantic. The punt is very high and very short. It bounces. It takes an Atlantic bounce to the 45, and it is touched. And it'll be, the Sharks' 36-yard line. So fantastic field position for the Matanzas Pirates as they start their next drive. They're up 3-0. There's 3:05 to go first quarter. The Pirates are under new head coaching as well. Matt Forrest is a first-time head coach. He was the assistant at Creekside for the last 2 years. The former Division III college quarterback wanted his team to instill a run-and-gun offense, air raid style, and so far it's been working against this Atlantic defense without one of their key members, Michael Scalar, out with an injury earlier in the quarter. Line of scrimmage at the 36-yard line of Atlantic. Matanzas goes right to left in dark blue helmets, gray jerseys, blue pants, white numbers. Atlantic defends in silver helmets, silver pants, and white jerseys. A handoff up the middle and wrap it up and hit as he dropped immediately, maybe falling forward for 1 yard, is the running back Aaron Robinson. He'll gain 1 yard, second down and 9. Ball resting at the Atlantic 35-yard line. DiTilio in the gun. Two receivers to his left, two receivers to his right. Aaron Robinson, the running back, is on his left hip. DiTilio looks to the sideline as well as everybody else on the field to get the play. Now he stands in. He takes the snap. He hands it to Robinson around the outside looking for edge. He gets it, 35-30, and he fights for the first down, the yard marker. He's going to be close. He looks to be a yard short of the first down at the Atlantic 25, 26-yard line. It will be 3rd down and 1. So a different style of offense here this possession for Matanzas as they go with the run. Another run to Robinson. He's going to barrel right through the middle, and he's going to get the first down. He's going to rebel to the 24-yard line of Atlantic. 1:48 to go in a fast-moving first quarter. It's a Pirates first down as they approach the red zone again. They're already up 3-0. Now 1st and 10 for Matanzas. Minute 45 to go and counting. DeTilio in the gun. He takes the snap, rolls to his right, hits Cundiff for the 20, to the 15, spin move to the 10, to the 5. He dives for the end zone. He's into the end zone. There is a flag down back at the 20-yard line and another one at the 15. So we will see if this stands. It was a nice spin move by Cundiff at the 10-yard line to get around the defender. It looks like in the area of holding, and Matanzas is begrudgingly walking back towards the line. It will be holding. The officials are huddling, and we do have holding on the offense. So it'll be still first down and 15 after the 5-yard loss. They'll readjust the football now, the referees. DeTilio in the gun again. On 1st and 15, Atlantic trying to bait the false start as the play clock ticks down. DeTilio stomps his foot, takes the snap, drops back to pass, throws to the right-hand side. It's caught by Cundiff for the 10, at the 5, turns the corner, touchdown Matanzas. This time, there are no flags, and the Pirates go up 9-0. It was a very, very similar play to which they scored and then was called back on the previous play. It is 9-0 Pirates as Cundiff scores the first touchdown of the season for Atlantic, his first touchdown of the season as well. As he had 6 a season ago, he is their danger man. Lining up for the extra point is Steven Yusina. So a lot of firsts tonight for Matanzas. First points scored on the field goal by Yusina. Then first touchdown of the season for Matanzas. Kick on the way and up and good. So with 1 minute and 24 seconds left to go in the first quarter, it's 10-0 Matanzas over Atlantic. You're listening to Atlantic Sharks football on the MJT Sports Production Network. Back at the ship on the campus of Matanzas High School, it's Matanzas 10, Atlantic nothing. 1:24 to go first quarter. I'm Michael Cirillo, and you're listening to Atlantic High School football on the MJT Sports Production Network. So Steven Yusina now is ready to kick off. He's got the ball at the 40-yard line.
You got to get somebody else up here, man. I can't.
The kick is away, and it is out and through the back of the end zone, so the Sharks will start at the 20. They're looking for some offense And they've got some weapons out there. John Killingsworth,
I don't know what happened. Did you
run
catch
pass.
anything here, sir?
No. The run pass option offense should be led by Killingsworth. Haven't seen him run yet tonight. We've got dangerous wide receivers Mason Tandy out there, as well as Gary Thomas and Jaden Pickens, but nothing has made an impact yet so far.
Zach, we lost the PA somehow. I believe so.
So here we go. 1:24 to go. Sharks at their own 20-yard line, going left to right. White shirts, silver helmets, silver pants. Killingsworth in the shotgun. Nobody back there with him. Man in motion. He's going to fake the jet sweep. Rough to run. Killingsworth to the 20, and he's going to be run down short of the 20. It's going to go for a sack. 4-yard loss. And I'm looking to see who got the tackle. It was Rex Robish. Robish had 5 tackles for loss, 2 tackles, 3 assists, and 1 sack last week against FPC. And he makes the sack that time as Killingsworth rolled to his left to try and escape the initial pressure. So now 2nd down and 15 as the Sharks are once again behind the chains. 2 receivers to each side. Killingsworth takes the snap, and he fumbles the snap. It's back at the 5-yard line. He's going to dive on it. So Atlantic will keep possession, but another offensive miscue for the Sharks early on. And it's going to be 3rd and very long again, 3rd and a country mile, as the ball is going to be spotted at the 5-yard line. And it's going to be 3rd down and 25 as the Sharks need to talk this over. Atlantic fans, be sure MJT Sports Productions is now the official play-by-play home of your Atlantic Sharks. Be sure to like our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Twitter, all at MJT Sports Productions, and never miss a moment of the action. Let's go Sharks. That is the end of the first quarter. We'll be back. This is Atlantic Sharks football on the MJT Sports Production Network. Welcome back to the ship on the campus of Matanzas High School. The Atlantic Sharks down 10-0 to the Matanzas Pirates as we begin the second quarter, and the Sharks are in dire straits. They have a 3rd and 25 from their own 5-yard line. Killingsworth alone in the backfield, 5 receivers to aim at. Man in motion. Killingsworth back to pass. He launches it down the near sideline. He's got a man out there, but he's overthrown him. Flags do fly. He was looking for Draken Brown down the field. Let's see what they say. We are waiting for the referee call. It was a long pass that was incomplete. Flags flew. It looked like an uncatchable ball as Draken Brown was streaking down the sideline, looking to salvage a 3rd and 25 situation. And it's going to be not pass interference. It'll be a 15-yard penalty against Matanzas, so it's still 3rd down and 10. Ball back at the original line of scrimmage at the 20-yard line. And whistles blow from all over the place. 11:56 to go third quarter. Play has stopped. Teams go to the sideline. And it will be 3rd down and 10 from the 20 for Atlantic. When we come back, this is Atlantic Sharks football. Third down and 10 for the Sharks from their own 20-yard line. They need to hit the 30 to maintain this drive and to get some kind of offensive rhythm going here early. Flat whistles again. And a timeout for Atlantic, so we will take another break. This is Atlantic Sharks football. Back at the ship at Matanzas High School, it's going to be third down and 10 finally for the Sharks at their own 20-yard line after 2 stoppages on this drive. 11:56 to go, second quarter. Pirates lead the Sharks 10-0. Killingsworth in the gun. He claps his hands, he takes the snap, he rolls to his right. He's looking for a receiver downfield, and he throws it into the dirt. The receiver down there was Marion Washington, but he still had a heck of a lot to do to get to the first down marker. So it's going to be another 3 and out for Atlantic as they try and get some offensive rhythm going here early in this one. And we will punt again. Different returner this time for Matanzas. Cundiff is back there, but the main receiver this time is Aaron Robinson, the running back. He stands right at midfield, the punter at the 10-yard line. Snap, punt is away. It's high and short. It's going to be let bounce and take an Atlantic roll at the 45, 40, and all the way back to the Matanzas 37-yard line. And so the Matanzas offense led by Ethan DiTilio, the senior quarterback, is back out on the field. One drive after scoring their first touchdown of the season, which was a pass to their top receiver, Noah Cundiff. Here we go again. Matanzas with the ball at their own 37-yard line, going left to right in the second quarter, 11:38 to go in it. Atlantic trailing 10-0, defending the end zone to broadcast right. 2 linebackers back of the line, snap to DiTilio. Handoff, left-hand side, 40. He's got some space, 45, 50, 45, 40. Cuts it back to the 30, and he's going to be tackled out of bounds past the Atlantic 30 to the 27-yard line. That ball was carried by Daquan Evans. He's the backup quarterback, also playing receiver, and he took a jet sweep around the left-hand side and took that one all the way deep into Atlantic territory. Now 1st and 10 for Matanzas. They'll go quickly, setting up at the 27-yard line, handed off to the right-hand side. Again to the 5, to the 5 and down. He will be down at the 6-yard line. Daquan Evans again on the rush. That's 2 straight runs for Evans. We expected him to split time at quarterback with the senior DiTilio, but so far he's mostly been used in the run game. And another timeout on the field. This is Atlantic football on the MGT Sports Production Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, just a friendly reminder as you are out and about in the slip tonight, at your seat, no mask is required. If you do need to get up to go
back at Matanzas High School. The Pirates have a chance to really turn the screws here early. Already up 10-0, and now with a first down and goal at the Atlantic 6-yard line. DiTilio, flanked by 2 backs, 3 receivers to aim at, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Stamps his foot, takes the low snap, back to pass, looks for the back of the end zone. It's in triple coverage, and it's caught. Touchdown, Matanzas. It's Noah Cundiff, his 2nd touchdown of the game, and that one was very impressive. He leapt over 3 Sharks. The closest one to it was Noah Anderson. And the Sharks are now down 3 scores in the first half. On for the extra point is Steven Yasina. The snap is down, the kick is up, the kick is good. And with 11 minutes and 1 second to go, it's 17-0 Pirates over the Sharks. This is Atlantic Football on the MJT Sports Production Network. Back at the ship on the campus of Matanzas High School, my name is Michael Torello, and the Sharks are up against it already, down 17-0 here in the first half. 11 minutes, 1 second to go in the first half. Matanzas to kick off again. Steven Yasina, who's had a lot of action so far tonight, both kicking the ball, not so much punting as he did last week 5 times. Is back to kick. He runs up. He addresses the ball. The kick is in the air. It's going to be returnable at the 10-yard line, up to the 10, 15, 20. Looking for the 25. He gets away down the far sideline and pushed out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So best starting field position of the night for the Atlantic Sharks. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Sharks from their own 30-yard line. Looking, again, for some consistency early on, as they were already trail 17-0 to the Pirates of Matanzas. A field goal by Steven Yasina, then 2 passing touchdowns to Noah Cundiff. One, a short crossing pattern that Cundiff took into the end zone. Another one, a fade route to the back of the end zone, which Cundiff caught against 3 Sharks defenders. 2 receivers to each side for Killingsworth. 1st and 10 for the 30 for the Sharks. He takes the snap. He drops back pressure. Immediately he's going to be sacked. He's going to be sacked all the way back at the 21-yard line, excuse me. And the rush got back there for Matanzas. And looked like Rex Robish got back there to make the stop. And that'll be his 2nd sack of the game. And he's been the best player so far on this Matanzas defense with 2 sacks. And now from a promising field position, it's now 2nd down and very long after the sack. 2nd down and 15. Now under center goes Killingsworth. He hands the ball off straight up the middle into the scrum and will go nowhere is the running back. It'll be 3rd down and very long after the run. Dennis Gaines was the running back that time. And again, it'll be 3rd down and very long. And it's just a little bit of deja vu so far for the Sharks. here in this first half. Richard Ballard in at running back. Killingsworth the quarterback. 4 wide receivers to aim at, 2 to each side again. Third down and very long from the 20. He's going to throw over the middle, and he overthrew his receiver. He had a man running free, and that receiver was Alex Smith. He had him wide open, and that would have gone for 6, but Killingsworth overthrew him, and it will be another 3 and out for the Atlantic Sharks. So now a punt again for Atlantic with 8:53 to go and counting first half. They're down 17-0 to the Matanzas Pirates. High snap juggled by the punter. He's going to have to run it. He gets a punt away. It just goes high up in the air, straight up, and it's going to bounce at the Atlantic 25-yard line. And Matanzas again in fantastic field position, already up 17-0. A beautiful opportunity to go up more before the half. Stay tuned at the half, where we're going to have an interview with new head coach Chris Brown. I caught up with him before the game to get his thoughts on the preseason and beginning the game tonight, and a little bit of an introduction to the Shark family for the new head football coach. So stay tuned for that. That's coming up at halftime. That punt officially goes for 1 yard from the 21-yard line to the 22-yard line. And Matanzas has the football now. 1st and 10 at the Atlantic 22, leading 17-0. 8:36 to go in the first half. 2 running backs, handoff, middle, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Breaking tackles all the way to the end zone, dragged down, touchdown, is it? No signal from the referee yet. He's going to be short at the 1 yard line. The running back was Aaron Robinson. So it'll be 1st and goal from inside the 1. Robinson is back there again along with Evans at running back. Attilio the quarterback. 1st and goal inside the 1 for the Pirates. Handoff, middle, Robinson bowls his way forward. Touchdown, Matanzas. The Pirates extend their lead again. It is now 23-0. And this first half has been all Matanzas. On for the extra point is Jusina. It is up and it is good. He has been like clockwork today. So now, with 8 minutes and 4 seconds left to go in the first half, it's Pirates 24, Sharks nothing. This is Atlantic football on the MJT Sports Production Network. Welcome back to Matanzas High School. The Atlantic Sharks trail 24-0. I know the scoreboard doesn't say that. It will in a second. Kickoff coming from Usina. Low line drive kick, skips off the ground, taken to the 20, 25, up to the 20, almost to the 35-yard line goes the return. And it will be it'll be the best starting position for the Sharks again in this game. They started at the 30 last time, couldn't do anything with it. Now they start from the 33. And a reminder that Matanzas also gets the ball to start the second half as well. So it's a major, major hole for the Atlantic Sharks to find themselves in. Let's see if they can work something out right before the half. From the 33-yard line, shotgun formation, 2 receivers to each side. High snap for Killingsworth, throws it over the middle. That pass is caught near the 40-yard line at the 39, so it'll be a 5-yard completion straight over the middle. And that pass was complete to Mason Tandy. Really need to see more of him in the second half if the Sharks are going to try and forge a comeback here. This is one of the first times in this ball game that Atlantic are not behind the chains. It's 2nd down and 5 from the their own 39-yard line, going left to right. 7:20 to go, first quarter. They trail 24-0. High snap, handoff is fumbled, and Matanzas falls on it at the 36-yard line, and it continues to spiral down for the Atlantic Sharks. They tried to do the jet sweep. Killingsworth tried to run the jet sweep to Isaiah Davenport, and he fumbled the football. And another empty drive for Atlantic. And another fantastic field position will start for the Sharks as they start inside Atlantic territory once again. This time, Matanzas starts from the Atlantic 27-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Pirates. 7:12 to go, first quarter. Titilio in the gun. He back to pass. He looks, he fires over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was off of the hands of the intended receiver, Cole Hash, who made a curl route and came back towards the football at the 30-yard line. It was a bit of about a 10-yard reception, but it falls incomplete. 2nd down and 10 for Matanzas. There is a flag down. We'll see what that is. And it looks like Matanzas is backing up. It's going to be holding on Matanzas. That'll back him up. So it will be 1st down again. So that incomplete pass is wiped off the board for the Pirates. But it will be 1st down and 15. Ball spotted at the Atlantic 46-yard line. Whistles blowing here as they set up for the play. And they're going to move the football about 2 inches back to the left. So it'll be, instead of 3rd and 15, it'll be 3rd and 15 and a half. Titilio in the gun, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, bubble screen to Cundiff, 45, breaks a tackle to the 40 and spins down to the 38-yard line, almost back to the original line of scrimmage off of. And Cundiff is continuing to barrel through the Atlantic defense. We told you off the top that he was the dynamic man to watch out for. And he has 2 passing touchdowns so far, receiving touchdowns rather, so far. 2nd down and 10, and a pass over the middle is caught. Spin move to the 15, to the 35, 20, 15, 10, 5, and nobody is going to catch Daquan Evans. Touchdown, Matanzas. Penalty flags are flying everywhere after the play. So we shall see what that is about. If it stands, it's another passing touchdown for Titilio, would be his 3rd. The referees are gathering to see what the penalty is. Here's the call. And they're going to call an illegal block on Matanzas. So they'll wipe out the touchdown and send them all the way back to the 40-yard line. So they're going to go for a legal block in the back. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Matanzas at the 20-yard line of Atlantic. So instead of placing the ball back at the 45-yard line from the original line of scrimmage, they're going to give him the 1st down at the 20-yard line. So into the red zone again go the Pirates. Last time they're here, a rushing touchdown by Robinson, and he's back there again with DiTilio. 3 receivers split out wide to the left, 1 to the right. That's Cundiff in the one-on-one matchup. Watch that one. DiTilio stops his foot, takes the snap, looks, throws to fade to the back of the end zone, and it's off the hands of Cole Hash, who was running past the defender. Running step for step with him for Atlantic was Noah Anderson, and put him off just enough to prevent the touchdown. Now 2nd down and 10 from the 20. DiTilio escapes the rush, rolls to his right. He's going to run to the 20, to the 15, and he's bumped out of bounds. Lost the football, but he was already out of bounds. And it's an 8-yard gain all the way up to the 12-yard line. So a scramble for DiTilio. He doesn't just do it with his arm. He can get it done with his legs, too. There was very heavy pressure up the middle from Javon Jackson, the linebacker who came on a blitz. But DiTilio ran away with it. 3rd down and short. They go with the 2-back set again. That's Robinson and Evans. It's going to be a handoff. Evans, left side, trying to turn the corner to the 5, to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Matanzas. They have been taking advantage of short fields all night long, and Matanzas scores another touchdown on a drive where they started inside Atlantic territory. Extra point is good, and with 5:25 to go in the first half, the Pirates have blown it open here. It's Matanzas 30, Sharks nothing. This is Atlantic football on MJT Sports Productions. Advent Health is here for you and with you during every touchdown, every timeout, and every season to support you physically, mentally, and spiritually in this game called life. Advent Health is on your team, and they're your biggest fan. They're here to help you feel whole. Advent Health is a proud supporter of Volusia County School Athletics. Visit adventhealth.com to learn more. Back at the ship on the campus of Matanzas High School, it's all Pirates right now, 31-0, 5:25 to go in the first half. And the Pirates are going to get yet another chance on offense. Kick on the way from Usina. It is fielded at the goal line, up to the 5, up to the 10, far side 15, and stopped right there at the 25-yard line. So the Sharks' field position average goes down a little bit. But still decent field position, but have not been able to move the ball much. And are down 5 touchdowns and a field goal already to the Pirates. It's 31-0. John Killingsworth still in the game at quarterback. Killingsworth going to be under center. Ballard, the running back. 2 receivers to each side. 1st and 10 for the Sharks. They attack left to right. Fakes the handoff. Killingsworth rolls right, and he fires his pass behind his intended receiver, incomplete. And it was intended for Mason Tandy about 5 yards down the field. 2nd down and 10 for the Sharks from their own 22-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a learning experience for the Sharks, and they are getting very much a learning experience tonight. Second down 10 from their own 22-yard line. Killingsworth in the gun. They send the blitz. DiTilio runs away with it to the right. He's going to turn the corner, and he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, hit out of bounds with a 1-yard gain up to the 24-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and 9. Excellent job by Killingsworth there to avoid the rush, but the Pirates sent 6 rushers right up the middle. The offensive line went out to dinner, and he still managed to turn that one into a 1-yard gain. But again, 3rd down and long, and passing has not been the forte of this offense tonight. Third down and 9 from their own 24-yard line, working left to right. 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the first half. Pirates with a 31-0 lead. Snap to Killingsworth. Movement all over the offensive line before the snap, and it's going to back up the Sharks 5 more yards. So instead of 3rd and 9, it will be 3rd and 14 as someone on the offensive line moved. Looks like they're going to get right tackle Jared Jackson on the movement. No, they're going to say he was forced offside by Matanzas. So instead of a false start, it's going to be an offside. So instead of 3rd down and 9, it's now 3rd down and about 4. They'll really make it a long 5 at the Atlantic. 28-yard line. DiTilio in the gun. 4 receivers to aim at. He throws the screen to the near side. It's caught, but the pass was behind the intended receiver, Draken Brown. And Brown slides down, and he got the first down. It looked like he was a little bit short, but they gave him forward progress. So Atlantic moves the chains exactly to the 35-yard line. 3:55 and counting to go here in the first half. Sharks down 31-0 to the Matanzas Pirates, and this basically is a carbon copy of the game the Pirates played last week against FPC, although the Pirates were on the losing end that night. High snap to Killingsworth, throws out to the far side. That pass is complete, and diving forward for 3 yards on the far sideline. Looking to see, and that's Isaiah Davenport on the catch. So now 2nd down and 7. Sharks finding a little bit of offensive rhythm as we get down towards the end of the first half here. Clock ticking away, 3:07 and counting to go as they get to the line. One of the Pirates, Sharks rather, is kind of limping. Is the wide receiver on the left-hand side. Snap. Killingsworth throws to the far side again. That pass is caught. It's Draken Brown, and he's going to be close to a first down, about 2 yards short at the 41-yard line. So it's going to be, actually, it was not as close as I originally thought. It's going to be 3rd down and about 3. Got to get just past the 45-yard line for a first down. Another 3rd down. This, let's say it's a medium of 4 for the Sharks. Sharks break the huddle. Again, they're going to send 2 receivers to each side. The running back, one running back next to Killingsworth. He's in the shotgun formation. 5 down linemen for the Pirates. Here comes the blitz. Killingsworth gets the pass away. It's up there for Draken Brown. Brown goes down under contact. No flag thrown at the Matanzas 30-yard line. Shamarian Gaines, the safety, tripped up Brown, but the pass was ruled incatchable by the referee, and it will be 4th down for Atlantic. So one of the more promising drives of the game for the Atlantic offense ends at their own 46-yard line, 47-yard line, excuse me. 2 minutes, 1 second to go, and back to punt again is Marion Washington. We finally figured out who's doing the punting for the Sharks. It's Marion Washington. He stands back at his own 31-yard line. Nobody back deep to receive yet for Matanzas. I don't see Cundiff back there. In fact, he's on the sidelines along with Daquan Evans, who have been punt away. It's going to be down at the 20-yard line, and it's going to roll back to the 22. And so Matanzas will have the football at their own 22-yard line. 1:35 to go here in the first half. It's Pirates 31, Sharks nothing. This is Atlantic Sharks football on the MGT Sports Production Network. Want to get your business on the air in front of the Atlantic fans? If you would like to advertise with MJT Sports Productions, our official play-by-play internet radio partner as a sponsor of Atlantic Athletics, please email AHS Athletic Director Tron Griffin at tdgriffi@volusia.k.12.fl.us, and your company could be on the air next week. Hand off to the jet sweep to the far side, up to the 30, up to the 35, 40. He's got the sideline, and he bumped out almost at the 45-yard line. That was a jet sweep to Aaron Robinson. Gain of about 21, and the Pirates not showing any signs of taking their foot off the gas pedal, already up 31-0. Now from the 43-yard line, man comes in motion left to right. Two backs alongside DeTilio. DeTilio throws the bubble screen to Cundiff, and he drops it. And it'll be an incomplete pass. Second down and 10 at the 43-yard line, rather, of Matanzas. Minute 15 to go, first half. They're still in the three-wide set. Back to pass to Tilio, steps to the pocket, runs into his fullback, now rolls to the right. He's going to take off and run 45-50, setting up blockers ahead of him 45-40, and he scampers out of bounds at the Atlantic 40-yard line and picks up a first down. That's the second time that Tilio has scrambled for a first down in this football game. He goes out of bounds, so the clock stops. Minute 5 to go, first half. DeTilio stamps his foot, takes the snap at the 40-yard line. He's back to pass. He looks over the middle, and it's almost intercepted. Fantastic play by the defensive back. That's John Dre Bevel is back there. I confused 12 and 22. So Bevel saved a sure touchdown because he had Ben Schaefer running right down the seam on a post route. And it'll be second down and 10 from the 40-yard line. DeTilio in the gun. He takes the snap. He throws up screen to the far side. It's caught. Makes a man miss to the 40, to the 30, and run out of bounds all the way down near the 19-yard line, and that was another big gain for Daquan Evans. We expected him to take snaps at quarterback tonight, but he has been very deadly both running and receiving the football for the Pirates, and he is responsible for two of their touchdowns. Handoff, middle, plenty of room to run to the 15, to the 10, and dives down in a sea of Sharks defenders inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. And that was Daquan Evans on the carry once again. He stays in the game, but he goes out to the wide receiver spot, split out to the left, part of a foursome, two each side. As the Matanzas are in the red zone again, DeTilio back to pass. He looks, he throws to the goal line, touchdown Matanzas. First touchdown for Tate Winecroft on the season, and the Pirates pouring it on here in the first half. With 25 seconds left to go in it, they now lead 37-0. DeTilio has 4 passing touchdowns in the first half. 2 to Cundiff, 2 to Daquan Evans, and now 1 to Tate Winecroft. Extra point up and good with 25 seconds to go first half. It's Pirates 37, Sharks nothing, Pirates 38, Sharks nothing. You're listening to Atlantic Sharks football on MJT Sports Productions. Back on the campus of Atlantic High School, they have a cannon in the end zone to broadcast right that fires every time the Pirates score, and we can now smell the smoke all the way up here in the broadcast position as that cannon has been going off pretty much nonstop in the first half. Yusina back to kick at the 40-yard line. Sharks to get the ball back again. Yusina high and just at the goal line, fielded at the 5, up to the 10, far side 15, 20, and spun down at the 25-yard line. And the Sharks won't have much time to work with, just 18 seconds on the first quarter clock, or first half clock, rather. Pirates lead the Sharks 38-0. And Atlantic fans, MJT Sports Productions is now the official play-by-play home of your Atlantic Sharks. Be sure to like our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Twitter, all at MJT Sports Productions, and never miss a moment of the action. Let's go, Sharks. It'll be 1st and 10 for Atlantic from their own 24-yard line, 18 seconds to go in the first half. They've got 4 wide receivers out there, 2 to each side of John Killingsworth, who stands in the gun. Killingsworth is just going to hand it off up the middle and actually doing a nice job to burst through for 8 yards on the run. That's Richard Ballard back there once again. And that will be it. Time will run out on the first half. Your score at halftime: Atlantic 0, Matanzas 38. We'll be back after halftime for the second half of tonight's game. Stay tuned for the halftime interval where we will be playing an interview with head coach Chris Brown. This is Atlantic Sharks football on the MJT Sports Production Network. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the ship on the campus of Matanzas High School. I'm Michael Trillo, play-by-play broadcaster for MJT Sports Productions, your home for Atlantic High School sports. And at the halftime, it's Pirates 38, Sharks nothing. And it was a total domination by the Pirates in the first half. After a field goal to begin the game, then 2 passing touchdowns to Noah Cundiff, a rushing touchdown each for Aaron Robinson and Daquan Evans. Then a rushing touchdown each for Daquan Evans and Aaron Robinson. Another rushing touchdown for Evans. And then finally, a passing touchdown to Tate Winecroft, all from the arm of senior quarterback Ethan DiTilio. And that is where we stand at the break. Now let's hear from new head coach Chris Brown. I caught up with him before the game to talk about the Sharks and what his expectations were for this season. Hi, Michael Trillo with the Atlantic Sports Network. I'm here with football head coach Chris Brown. Chris, you haven't had a lot of time to work with this team. You're only appointed head coach on August 13th. How have you overcome the challenges of getting the team ready in such a short amount of time?
Oh, mainly we've just taken it one day at a time, making sure the guys trust me and I trust them, and just getting better day by day.
Who are some key players for people who don't really know this team listening tonight who you think they should watch out for?
The main guy we're going to lean on is senior Mike Sklar. He's a returner, great kid. Also our quarterback, Jonathan Killsworth. Those are the 2 main captains right now that we're definitely going to lean on most of this game, and we're going to go from there.
And last question, Coach. You're brand new to this program. What do people listening into the night that are Atlantic faithful fans need to know about you?
Well, I'm a diehard Shark right now, and all they need to know is I'm going to give 100% on everything that I do, and then I'm going to put that into the team.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck tonight.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for Chris Brown for spending some time with me before the game today. I'm sure I'll be talking to him a lot more throughout the season. Your score at halftime, Matanzas Pirates 38, Atlantic Sharks nothing. We'll be back on the other side of this break with the second half of Atlantic Sharks football. You're listening to the Sharks on MJT Sports Production Network. Welcome back to the ship on the campus of Matanzas High School. We are just about getting ready to start the second half. It is Pirates 38, Sharks nothing. So there will be no stoppages except for water breaks and the quarter break. Running clock in the second half because the Pirates are leading the Sharks 38-0. I'm Michael Torello, play-by-play voice of the Sharks, and this is the MJT Sports Production Network, your play-by-play home for Atlantic Sharks athletics. Atlantic will receive the second half kickoff. Back deep to receive near the goal line is Alex Smith. And Steven Yasina is back to kick for Matanzas. Matanzas blue helmets, black jerseys, blue pants, white numbers. Atlantic silver helmets, white jerseys, silver numbers. Kick is in the way. It's a long line drive kick. It bounces off the hands and into the hands of Smith. Up to the 15, 20, dancing left, dancing back to the 15, now finds a hole, back to the 20, and he ran about 15 yards to gain about 4. So Atlantic will start at their own 20-yard line after all of that. Atlantic looking for some consistency on offense here to begin the second half. Their quarterback is John Killingsworth. As I said, only 2 first downs gained by Atlantic in the first half. Did not have a play in plus territory. And the majority of the Matanzas drive started in Atlantic territory. So here we go. Killingsworth trots out the offense at their own 21-yard line. They work left to right in the third quarter. 11 minutes and counting on the running clock. Pirates lead the Sharks 38-0. Glad you could join us here for the first edition of Sharks football on the MJT Sports Production Network on this Friday night in Central Florida. Back to pass goes Killingsworth. Here comes the blitz. He's going to run around to the left. He runs to the 20, stutter step, cuts inside, gets to the sideline, and gets about 5 yards. So DeTilio, the quarterback from Matanzas, we saw scamper a couple of times in the first half. Killingsworth showing his athleticism a little bit there to avoid the rush, then get to the outside and gain 5 yards. We did say coming into the game there was going to be a lot of RPOs and Killingsworth was going to run. We haven't seen it a lot tonight. It's been a lot of handoffs up the middle and short passes for Atlantic. 10 minutes and counting to go third quarter. Second down and 5 from their own 25. In the gun is Killingsworth. Behind him is Richard Ballard, the running back. Snap is almost over his head, but he hands it to Ballard. Ballard goes right up the middle, back to the line of scrimmage, and going nowhere fast. Rex Robish was in the middle to break that play up, along with Rob Elder at defensive tackle. Rex Robish has been a real problem for the Atlantic offensive line tonight. It seems he's had clear path to the backfield on almost every play. Last week, 5 total tackles, 2 solo, 3 assists, and 1 sack for Robish in the loss to FPC. But how about this Matanzas Pirates team? What a difference a week makes. Last week, blown out 38-0 to your biggest rival. This week, you're at home for the first time. You need to make a statement, and you are up 38-0 on a team that last season, remember, went 8-4, made the second round of the state playoffs for the first time since 1996. But, of course, a lot of change for Atlantic. Head coach Chris Brown in, coach DJ Mayo out. A lot of players out for Atlantic as well. Killingsworth only a sophomore. Now third down and 5. He takes the snap. Here comes the rush. He floats it up, and he throws it into the Matanzas bench, and he got drilled. Casey Hamilton was in there to hit Killingsworth. The aforementioned Rex Robish was in there as well, and the pass was just thrown into the Matanzas bench, and it's going to be decent field position once again for the Matanzas Pirates as Cundiff, he's been the main receiver for the Pirates tonight. He's got 2 touchdowns. Receiving is back to receive the punt. He stands at his own 35-yard line. Low snap. Punt is away. It's a low line driver. And it's going to roll inside Atlantic territory. Didn't even get to the 40-yard line. It's going to be at the 38. So again, Matanzas will start inside Sharks territory. The running clock for the third quarter is now down. Under 8 minutes to go, 7:45. You're listening to Atlantic Sharks football on the MJT Sports Production Network. DeTilio back on the field for quarterback. We may see Daquan Evans take snaps at quarterback as well in the second half of the game. Well in hand for the Pirates. They lead 38-0. First and 10 for Matanzas, going left to right at the Atlantic 38-yard line. DeTilio looks to the sideline, gets the play, steps back of the line into the shotgun formation. He's got 4 receivers to aim at, but he's going to hand the ball off right at the middle and right through the defense like a hot knife through butter to the 30-yard line. Aaron Robinson got the handoff. It was a little bit delayed, and he ran straight through the Atlantic defense. Nice blocking up front. Got a nice kick-out block from Jordan Sanks on the left tackle position. Second down and 1 after the gain of 9. DeTilio back to pass. He lofts it toward the end zone. It is incomplete. It was looking for Tate Winecroft, who had a receiving touchdown in the first half. Scored actually the final time for the Pirates in that first half, right at the end of the half. And we will take a water break here. Pirates lead the Sharks 38-0. This is Atlantic football on the MJT Sports Production Network. It's time you feel your best, physically, mentally, and spiritually, to be centered and to be supported, to feel the power of a world-class healthcare network coming together to help you take control of your health. It's time to feel whole. Advent Health is a proud supporter of Volusia County School Athletics. Visit adventhealth.com to learn more. Welcome back to the football stadium, the ship on the campus of Matanzas High School. Matanzas up 38-0 on the Sharks. Now third down and 1. They've got that 2 running back set again, as they've liked to do on short yardage situation. It's a handoff left side up the middle to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. He's going to scamper into the end zone. He was tripped up a little bit at the 5, but that did not stop Daquan Evans from rushing in for his 3rd touchdown of the game. A hat trick of rushing touchdowns for Daquan Evans. And the Sharks further in a hole tonight as Matanzas continues to impress offensively in every facet of the game. Running, throwing, blocking, they're doing it all. Yusina back on for the extra point. A little bit of a bobble on the hole, but the kick is good. And with 5:14 and counting, it's 45-0 Pirates. This is Sharks football on the MJT Sports Production Network. Back on the campus of Matanzas High School, it's the Matanzas Pirates 45, the Atlantic High School Sharks nothing. As we've got 4 minutes, 21 seconds and counting left to go in the third quarter. Running clock in this second half, as it was 38-0 at halftime. The Pirates just tacked on another rushing touchdown, the 3rd of the game for Daquan Evans, that one coming with 30 yards out. Yusina steps up to take the kick from the 40-yard line. It's high, end over end to the goal line, into the end zone, bobbled by the receiver, but it will be a touchback, so out to the 20 go the Sharks. It's been all Pirates so far tonight, 45-0 the score. And Matanzas really has capitalized on their opportunities tonight. Last week against FPC, they had first down and goal from inside the 10 twice and failed to score. Once was an interception, and once they went for it on fourth down and goal from the 1 and got stopped. This time they have taken advantage of their opportunities. Atlantic has given them possession in their own half, but the majority of their possessions, and they have turned it into 45 unanswered points as we've got 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go and counting in the third quarter. Pirates back on offense now from their own 20-yard line, wearing silver helmets, white jerseys, silver pants, black numbers with teal and gray trim. They go from left to right against Matanzas. Blue helmets, gray jerseys, blue pants, white numbers, white trim. As just the last member of the offensive line trotting onto the field for the Pirates. Killingsworth in the gun. Jet sweep. And it's going to be fumbled on the jet sweep, and the Pirates have it again. They're going to have it at the 9-yard line. Coming on a sweep was Nate Davis. And that's the second fumble on a handoff where the ball got caught up between Killingsworth and the running back or receiver. And Matanzas has the ball inside the red zone at the 10-yard line, already up 45-0 off of another Atlantic turnover. After the turnover now, it's Pirates first and goal from the 10-yard line. And it's going to be Daquan Evans, the backup quarterback, the freshman. And they run up the middle, goes nowhere. In fact, they lose a yard back to the 11. We thought we would see Evans at quarterback a little bit splitting time, but now the freshman is in at quarterback to salt away the last quarter and a minute 14 of the game. Robinson's still the running back. So obviously, head coach Matt Forrest wants to try a little bit of different things. Handoff off the middle, and right through the Atlantic defense goes Aaron Robinson. Touchdown, Pirates. Nobody in a white jersey got a hand on him, and he scores from 10 yards out. And the cannon fires again. And I gotta say, for as prolific as the offense has been, I'll finish my thought after the extra point is up and good from Usina. That'll be the end of the third quarter as there's only 17 seconds left of the running clock. It's 51-0 Pirates over the Sharks. You're watching, or you're listening to Atlantic High School football on the MJT Sports Production Network. We will be right back. Getting ready for the start of the fourth quarter here, live from the ship on the campus of Matanzas High School. The Atlantic High School Sharks trail the Pirates of Matanzas 52-0. Usina to kick. Back deep to receive is Alex Smith. He's at the goal line. He makes the catch at the 5, runs it up far side 10, 15, 20, bounces off a tackle 25, close to the 30. And he's still going as he reverses field, and he's going to go all the way back to the 25-yard line, and that is where Atlantic will have the football. Want to get your business on the air in front of the Atlantic fans? If you would like to advertise via MJT Sports Productions, the official play-by-play internet radio partner of Atlantic Athletics, as a sponsor of Atlantic Athletics, please email Atlantic High School Athletic Director Tron Griffin at tdgriff@volusia.k12.fl.us, and your spot could be on the air next week. And reminder, next week, Friday night, 7 p.m. we're on the air as the Atlantic Sharks travel to face the Seabreeze Sand Crabs. We'll have all the action for you from 7 p.m. Eastern next Friday night, live from Municipal Stadium. 1st and 10 for the Atlantic Sharks, going right to left in this fourth quarter. From their own 20-yard line, flags fly on the snap. And it looks like it will be a false start. We'll back the Sharks up to the 20-yard line. So instead of 1st and 10, it will be 1st and 15. Relatively few penalties for Atlantic tonight, as we can look at a bright spot for the Sharks. They're playing pretty well disciplined football. Only 3 penalties in the first half on the Sharks. That was only their 4th of the game. But now they're backed up to their own 20. Oh, excuse me. That's not on Atlantic at all. That's a illegal motion on the defense. They jumped into the neutral zone too early, so instead of 1st and 15, it will be 1st and 5. Atlantic looking to finish this game strong here in the fourth quarter, down 52-0. But they have the ball 1st down and 5 at their own 30-yard line. Killingsworth in the gun. 3 receivers to aim at, tight end to the left. Killingsworth against the pressure, throws it over the middle. It's tipped up in the air and almost intercepted. Richard Rigby, the linebacker, knocked it up into the air. He was aiming for Mason Tandy, was Killingsworth, right over the middle of the field on a post route. And that ball was knocked away. Spectacularly diving effort by Richard Rigby. And then he almost, from his knees, picked up the interception, but he could not get it. 9.5 minutes to go in the game, 2nd down and 5. From the 30-yard line of Atlantic, they trail 52-0. From the 30-yard line, the snap, back to pass, against a rush is Killingsworth. He launches the ball down there, and it's through the hands of the receiver at the Matanzas 30-yard line. Right through the hands of Nate Davis, who was right there, and if he could have hauled that one in, that could have gone for 6 because he had a step on both the Matanzas defenders. Shamarian Gaines, the safety, was closest to him, but he had at least a 5-yard clearance. And now it's 3rd down and 5. So close to a big breakout play. And we felt that a lot tonight for Atlantic. They've been so close. Passes dropped, just a little bit of blocking in the wrong place. You know, little things here or there to correct. And I'm not saying it's a competitive game, but it's a closer game tonight for Atlantic and things they can take advantage of next week against Seabreeze. 3rd down and 5 from the 30. Killingsworth back to pass. Here comes the rush. He steps to his right. He steps up. He's going to run to the 35. He's got a 1st down, 40, and he's going to be tackled short of the 45-yard line at the 43. There is the athleticism of John Killingsworth. We've been waiting virtually all night to see it. He stepped left to avoid the rush as Nick Morin, the nose tackle, was headed right for him. He stepped to his right and then found a crease down the middle, and he rolled forward for 15 yards. And he'll pick up a 1st down. From the 42.5-yard line, Atlantic breaks the huddle. 7 minutes, 16 seconds left to go tonight's ball game. 4 wide receivers running back to the right of Killingsworth. Killingsworth claps, he takes the snap, he hands it off right up the middle. That's a nice run, and he bounces off a tackle as well and gets to the 45-yard line, so a gain of 4 yards. And I'm still looking to see who was on that carry. And it was indeed Richard Ballard. He's been the main running back tonight for the Sharks. Or excuse me, that was Alex Smith on the carry. The 145-pound senior. Couple of changes for Atlantic. 2 come in, 2 go out. It's going to be second down at about 7. Ball resting on the 45-yard line. Looking to get into Matanzas territory for the first time in this ball game. Killingsworth in the gun. 4 receivers to aim at, 2 to each side as usual. He takes the shotgun snap. He's back to pass. He rolls to his left. He's going to run. He's going to take off and dive forward straight to midfield. The ball seemed to come out, but he gathers immediately. It's going to be a pickup of about 6 yards. And so now it'll be third down and 2. Ball resting right in the middle of the Matanzas Pirate logo at midfield. The Sharks need 1 yard to get into Pirate territory for the first time today. They need 3 yards for the first down to get to the Matanzas 47-yard line. This drive has been mostly on the legs of John Killingsworth. He scrambled for both first downs after feeling pressure up the middle. As the offensive line for Atlantic has struggled to contain the Matanzas pass rush tonight, Killingsworth has been under all sorts of pressure, and even when he's had time to pass, his receivers have been just a half step behind the play. 4 receivers to his right on third down and 3. He claps, he takes the snap, he rolls to his right, he throws over the middle, and it's through the hands of Mason Tandy. It would have been a first down at the 45-yard line, and we will take a water break. When we come back, it'll be another punt for Atlantic as they almost get to Pirates territory, and it stopped right at midfield. This is Atlantic Sharks football on MJT Sports Productions. Back of the ship on the campus of Matanzas High School. 4 minutes, 57 seconds left to go. Now the clock starts running. It's 52-0 Matanzas over Atlantic here as we wind down the evening on a gorgeous late summer evening here in Central Florida. We thank you for joining us tonight. And they're going to go for it on fourth down. Atlantic has fourth down and 3. Ball spotted right at the 50-yard line. Remember, they have not crossed midfield yet in this game. Killingsworth looking to the sideline to get the play. Now a man comes in motion. That's Isaiah Davenport on the far side. Now 3 receivers. They got to snap it quickly. I don't see a flag. Atlantic takes a timeout. A little bit of confusion about what the play was supposed to be. Davenport came in motion from the far side back to the near side, then back to the far side. Finally got set, but by the time he did, the play clock was down, and Coach Smith had to call, or Coach Brown had to call a timeout. Atlantic fans, the Atlantic High School home football game versus Halifax Academy on October 23rd. The location has changed. That game will now be played at Father Lopez High School at 7 p.m. This will be homecoming and senior night for the Sharks. Make sure to be there. So now here we go again. Fourth down and 3 for the Sharks. Remember, they have not run a play in Matanzas territory. Back to pass. Killingsworth to the far side. It's caught by Tandy. Tandy stopped at the 45-yard line of Matanzas, and they are into Pirate territory for the first time tonight. 3 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in the ball game. That was a nice pass by Tandy. Came on a little corner route to the far side of the field. So Mason Tandy He's been the main wide receiving threat tonight and probably will be all season for the Sharks. Fresh set of downs for Atlantic all the way inside the Matanzas 45. Give him the 43-yard line. First down and 10. Killingsworth in the gun. He has Alex Smith to his right. 4 wide receivers. He takes the snap. He hands it to Smith, and Smith is blown up. The ball comes loose, and Smith falls on it at the 45-yard line, so it's going to be a loss of 3 yards on the play. Another botched handoff between Killingsworth and a receiver. That's happened 3 times tonight. 2 of them have gone for turnovers to Matanzas inside the red zone. That time, luckily, Smith was able to fall on it. John Killingsworth runs all the way over to the far sideline to get the play. He now comes into the huddle. Just 2 minutes, 41 seconds to go in the game. Pirates leading the Sharks 52-0. Once again, we thank you for listening all night tonight on the MJT Sports Production Network. I'm Michael Trevello, glad to have your company, as I will be glad to have your company the rest of the season. Whistle blows the play dead, and another timeout for Atlantic. As they will take a timeout, we'll take one too, and be right back on MJT Sports Production Network. You're listening to Atlantic High School football. The clock starts once again. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Atlantic second down and 13 from the Matanzas 45-yard line. Killingsworth takes a snap, fakes the jet sweep, throws to the far sideline on a screen. It's caught down and staying in bounds along the sideline to the 40 and to the 39-yard line. That play will go. Try to see who made that catch on the far side. Of course, it's Mason Tandy. He's been the main man on the receiving end for most of these Atlantic Sharks passes. So now it'll be 4th down and a long 7. They're at the 40-yard line. 1 minute, 30 seconds to go. Killingsworth in the gun. He claps his hands. He takes the snap. He fakes the jet sweep. He's going to look to throw down the field. He's got a man running free, and Tandy has the ball go through his hands at the 15-yard line. Once again, Mason Tandy has the chance to make the big play, but the ball slips through his hands. Good run on the post route. Straight down the middle, slipped his receiver. Shamarian Gaines was the safety covering, but it was still there to be caught by Tandy, and he couldn't do it. Now 4th down, and the punting unit is out. Nobody back deep for Matanzas. Punter standing at midfield. It's a low snap, gets the punt away. It's a high end-over-end kick, and that one is going to bounce to the 10, down to the 5, and it's going to sit at the 3-yard line. What an excellent punt that time by Atlantic. And Matanzas will start inside their own 5-yard line, but that will do it. The clock runs out, 15 seconds to go, and the Matanzas Pirates, as their head coach, Matt Forrest, has just been doused by Gatorade on the near sideline. The players are going wild. The fans are on their feet. The 20% capacity that has been allowed into the ship tonight. It is a senior night victory for the Matanzas Pirates as they top the Atlantic Sharks 52-0. Plenty to build on for the Sharks next week. They take on the Seabreeze Sand Crabs. The MGT Sports Production Network will be live at Municipal Stadium in Daytona Beach at 7 p.m. as the Matanzas players rush over to the band, and they're going to play the fight song. The Atlantic High School Sharks will walk over to the far sideline, pick up their gear, and head back home to Port Orange. So let's wrap it up with a quick scoring summary. One field goal by Steven Usina kicked off the scoring. Then 2 straight passing touchdowns from DeTilio to number 8, Noah Cundiff. Then a rushing touchdown by running back Aaron Robinson. 2 rushing touchdowns in a row by Daquan Evans, the backup quarterback. Then a passing touchdown right at the end of the half to Nate Weinkauf. And then in the second half, a 30-yard rushing touchdown made it 3 for Daquan Evans, and then a 10-yard scamper by Aaron Robinson closed off a 52-0 win for the Matanzas Pirates over the Atlantic Sharks. Next week, the Matanzas Pirates are traveling to Ponte Vedra on the 2nd. That's Friday night. And that will do it for us. My name is Michael Trevillo. We thank you so much for your patronage tonight. Remember, we will be back on the air next week, 7 p.m. on Friday night, as the Atlantic Sharks travel to take on the Seabreeze Sand Crabs. My name is Michael Trevillo. Thank you so much for listening, and we hope you have yourselves a very pleasant good evening. Thank you.